Trump is right. Immigrants make America weaker. Let me explain. So just to preface, a lot of the explanations and ideas for this video come from The Righteous Mind by Jonathan Haidt. Without further ado, let's begin. Let's do a thought experiment. Picture someone from Japan. What do they look like? Picture someone from France. What do they look like? How about Peru? Now picture someone from America. What do they look like? What does an American person even look like? What is American? Let's take a step back and look at the hormone oxytocin. A lot of people actually call oxytocin the love hormone. It makes you more friendly and more loving. But that's not the whole story. It makes you more friendly and more loving towards people of your same group. So maybe your family members, maybe people in your people you're in a relationship with, maybe just like friends, right? But it actually makes you further apart or actually repels you from people outside of your group. From my understanding, it strengthens the bonds between you and people that you have strong relationships with, but it also repels you and makes you more wary of the people outside of your in-group. One of the key characteristics of a strong country is that they're able to leverage oxytocin in the form of patriotism to create a united front, a united group of people. And patriotism is one of the most important emotions to leverage as a country. And it's much easier to be patriotic when you share something in common. A common look, a common religion, common morals, common heritage, something in common. But how do we do this in America? Like, was America just doomed from the start as a country? Like, even just look at America's state. It's the United States of America. We don't even have one country thing. We have like multiple states. Right? Were we just doomed? Like, was it dead on arrival? Just look at the average American classroom. Everyone looks so different. For everyone from different backgrounds, different like traditions, different religions, and we even have show and tell to kind of showcase what makes us different. We showcase our different cultures, our different traditions, our different heritage, and seemingly antithetical to this entire thesis of fostering patriotism. You look at American classrooms, what do we have? We have one American flag, and then plastered all around the wall, we just have flags from numerous different countries: France, Portugal, China, Japan, Vietnam, Peru, anywhere. So when the kid is pledging allegiance, are they pledging to the United States, or is it to this flag from Zimbabwe or Jamaica or Canada? Or what do we share in common? What makes Americans American? How do we stop ourselves from being divided if we want America to be stronger, to be able to foster this sense of pride in our nation, this sense of patriotism? Well, I mean, contrary to what some people believe, it's not just where you're from, right? So many things are dividing America as of today, right? You have different politics, religion, the different sense of morals, social status, sexuality. The list goes on and on and on. Some people are even passionate about what diets they are. Each one of those categories creates more infighting. Whether it's left versus right, it's Christians versus atheists, it's vegans versus keto or paleo or whatever the heck else. The list is endless. There are so many differences, but what's the same? If it isn't religion or language or belief, what is it? Well, I mean, if we look at history, at what points did Americans have the highest amount of patriotism? Well, it was after the strike on Pearl Harbor. It was after 9/11. Okay, so we just need to be damaged. We just have to be hurt in some type of way and then have a common enemy. So we just need to all collectively hate on something. Well, it's a little bit more broad than that. Not just a common enemy, but we just need to have something in common and focus on something in common. And what is it that we share? What is it that all Americans share? Well, I always thought that the thing that separated Americans from the rest of the world was American exceptionalism, American perseverance, and our endless pursuit of the American dream. We will stop at nothing to get what we want. And Americans are the definition. America is the definition of where there is a will, there is a way. But the funny thing is, when you have someone that ditched their entire life and decided to start all over, start from rock bottom, they have to learn a completely new set of skills, a new culture, a new language. They lost all their friends, and they're certain to face prejudice and discrimination, and yet still are delusional enough to believe that they can succeed and they can make it. How is that person not the epitome of someone who harbors the American spirit? Diversity is important. Everyone in America is different. Everyone in the world is different. And we should celebrate those differences because they're worth celebrating. They're worth taking a look at and being able to appreciate all those different points of views, those different things, that's how we get these different ideas. That's how we progress. That's how we improve, because we have different vantage points from different people, and all those ideas in this melting pot of a country is where we get a bunch of these ideas. But it seems like we've completely stopped celebrating our similarities, what makes us the same, and what our common drive, our common struggle, our common dreams are. Look at Congress. Look at the political landscape, the political drama in America. You know, there was a time when congressmen and congresswomen would go to Congress, they'd do their debates, and then after they finished debating, they'd carpool back to go pick up their kids that were in the same daycare, and then they'd go grab a bite to eat, maybe something to drink, because after work they knew that deep down, even though they had different views on which path to take, they knew that they shared the common goal of making America as great as it can be. So why not, instead of focusing on differences such as what country you're from or what politics you believe in, you focus on celebrating the freedom-loving, eagle-cawing, American determinism and passion, and maybe we'll be stronger as a country. But I don't know, that's just a theory. I can't believe he's running for Congress. I don't know. Bye.